2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm... For the Spurs, their last game a loss to the Jazz. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about, and when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Duncan in at center. Now here's Parker after the miss from Stephen Curry. 4 on the shot clock from 20 feet out. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Aldridge misses. San Antonio on defense. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I got a chance to talk for a bit. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
All right, Doris.
And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
Parker's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry from deep three-point range. The rebound by the Spurs. And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former overall pick in the NBA draft. And Mark, his mom, was a Division I volleyball player.
And, you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Wow, I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. But tremendous job to knock that one down.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Back to Parker. Draymond Green pulls it in.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And that one's good. Ball.
Good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Shot from 16, and he gets it to go. It's off the back of the rim.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And Curry, here we go. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Now, here's Thompson, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Curry, good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Green, no luck.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot. Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Parker against Curry. Green passes to Curry. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got his third basket of the night right there. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Passes it to Green. Puts it up. It's hauled in by Bogut.
That's not a sight you see very often. He has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
To the inside. Here's Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got his second bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor. The one area he had struggled with was turning the... So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Ginobili comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Now here's Ginobili. He's coming off a 16-point game against Utah. West kicks to Leonard. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways. And, you know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
Now here's Spates. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Teams value the 3 so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them. From beyond the arc.
Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
Now Iguodala. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly, that's the right look. The decision was good, he just didn't execute.
And the basket by Ginobili.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here is Livingston. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the stroke. Here's Ginobili, trailing here by 8. Kicks to Calderon. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Here is Livingston. 1 second left, and he hits the jumper for 2. 8 points for Klay Thompson. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. The Warriors leading by 7. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
first pair. And I scored them. 4 strikes on their Adidas. On the court, I wasn't the best, but my kicks were like the pros. Yo, stick out my tongue so everyone could see that logo.
The floor and a foul. And Thompson grabs his left knee. Now writhing in pain. Steph Curry slamming the ball on the court, so upset. Green went up to block it. Inbound, and that's it. There's a new NBA champion, and it's a team from Toronto, Canada. We, the North, are now we, the champions. The Raptors, the 2019 NBA champs.
The question is, how many titles in the next 4 years? So y'all gonna sit on first take. You and Dominique Foxworth are going to sit on first take and say that Steph Curry will not be in the conversation for a championship in the next 4 years.
And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of
I always try to improve and get better.
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows Pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
Azealia is out there with Maurice Spates. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Barbosa. And it's Livingston in at the 1 spot. And for the Spurs, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Ginobili in at the 3 slot.
Can't be any surprise to you that Tim Duncan, folks, last year became the leading rebounder of all active players, passed up Kevin Garnett for that honorable distinction. We're talking 15,000 rebounds total over 18 seasons.
That drops. Parker's got his second bucket tonight.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. Boy, that was a nice job.
Getting back to Duncan's rebounding, he's always had the great size and wingspan and timing, and he really positions himself well for those rebounds. But what seems to separate him is his quiet toughness. He'll never back down.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, he's not a guy that's going to yell or pump his fist. He's not going to flex his muscles to the crowd. He just legitimately sassy shoots
Well said.
on the floor.
You're right. You're so right. McCallum, he's checked in for San Antonio. Kicks it out to Barbosa. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Barbosa's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They are a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
Inside, ball's knocked loose. Parker kicks to Green. Tries from 16, and the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Let's take a moment now, Kevin, to see how the Spurs are doing in the NBA statisticals currently. First in assists, third in opponent field goal percentage. You know, they also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. They set the screen. Parker with a clean look. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Moving it up. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Barnes. 9 points for Steph Curry.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And guys, Tim Duncan still dominant after 18 years. You know, he's reshaped his body. He has got a brand new diet, which he says has had a huge benefit. We saw it in the playoffs last year, Greg. I think, you know, he probably was one of the top 5 overall performers in last year's playoffs.
No doubt about it. We continue to write this guy off, Kevin, and he just continues to defy Father Time. I mean, there was a point where he was starting to feel the wear and tear, especially in his knees, but being the competitor he is, he decided to dictate to his body rather than letting his body dictate to him.
Curry passes to Barnes. Can't get it to go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Here's Parker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
San Antonio making a switch here. West is checked in.
You know, getting back to Duncan, when you talk to his teammates, they'll tell you he's disciplined. He maintains a strict diet, does off-the-floor training, from boxing to swimming, throwing tires, running in the sand. That keeps him motivated and engaged.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now here's Barnes. Guarded closer. Iguodala outside. He's looking for Bogut and finds him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, he was boxed out and trying to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too, so nothing subtle about that one.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. San Antonio also making some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Green. Calderon comes in for Ray McCallum. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Aldridge's shot is good.
And talking about Duncan's new look, Coach Popovich had an interesting quote. Pop said, I look at him and tell him, you look like Sprewell used to look. Just skin and bones, ligaments and tendons. But you know what? You can't argue with success, and not many people have had more than Tim Duncan.
From 12 feet out, and it's off the back rim, no good.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 10 points for Klay Thompson.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Now here's Mills, covered by Barnes, picked by West. Here's Mills. No good. Great D that time from Green. Here's Curry, dishes it to Barnes, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
A moment here to see the numbers for Leonard. He's putting up about 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Otto Ginobili's checked in for San Antonio. 1:06 left here in the second. It's stolen by Green. Barnes with it. 5 points in the game. Good on the shot.
He is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. He has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about his knees. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment. And Steph Curry, 6'3", 195, I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Ginobili with the three. They get it back. And the stuff by West.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And if they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
To me, that's got to be the target. Make sure you manage the clock effectively so you do get the last shot.
Leonard attacking. Here's Mills from 16 feet away. He cans it. Mills has got his first points in this one.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. The Warriors up 5. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie, and over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
Nope. And it's been a back and forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. And he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
You got Thompson. Curry is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogut. And it's Green in at the 4 slot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Parker against Thompson. Parker kicks to Aldridge. To the paint, Duncan, and he slams it one-handed.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Stolen by Thompson. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry. Feeds it to Parker. And it's stolen by Green. And the pass to Livingston. Outside, Green. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan. State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Just 3 to shoot, and Aldridge slams it in.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's tipped. Green kicks to Livingston. He dishes it to Bogut. And Green now, top of the key. Thompson from long range. Big T that time from Leonard. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Here's Parker. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And Tony Parker, at least some of his success can be plays with both the Admiral and Tim Duncan. He kept that partnership going with Duncan for several more championships. So while talented, he's also been very fortunate.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Now talking about Parker and the bigs, Tony benefited from their presence, Clark, but they also benefited from his play.
Really, early in their careers, the only way to defend Parker and Duncan was to pack the lane, and once Tony developed a consistent jump shot, the only way to defend them was to hope and pray.
Right. Here's Iguodala, poked away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. And the Spurs with some changes. West is checked in for Aldridge. Ginobili comes in for Green, and it's Mills in for Parker. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here is Livingston, covered by Mills. Here's Green, good on the 13-footer. Green's got 5.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Now Mills. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. The dish to West. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. West has got his second basket of the game. Gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Livingston dishes to Iguodala. Green passes to Barbosa. He feeds it to Livingston. Back to Barbosa. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Livingston. Back to Barbosa. Over in the corner, Green sinks the 3-pointer. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Back to Barbosa. Deflects the pass. West with the steal. Ginobili kicks to Mills. Good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
As to Livingston, it's Leandro Barbosa on the wing. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The feed to Livingston. Launches a 3. Can't get it to go. Big T that time from Leonard.
a chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
The putback and the stuff by West.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He has sold the glass, you're right, then has sold the rim.
Yeah, straight bringing the hard hat on that one. That's what you like to see on the backboard. And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Check in for Duncan.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. Picked by West. Sees the alley-oop. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams play. The Warriors, they're up by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Green. Then there's Calderon. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. Baseline J on the way. And he gets it to go.
That coverage is just too weak. I mean, heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you a game.
Curry's shot is good.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Parker against Thompson. Parker outside. He kicks to Aldridge. Puts up the baby hook. Rebound Bogut. Bogut's got his third rebound tonight. Right side Curry. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The number 1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Parker with him. And Curry picks him up defensively. Leonard, no luck. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Barnes dishes to Curry. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up. And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. I remember also in high school he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, "How much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys?
Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
Parker against Thompson. There's the pick. And it's Curry with the rebound.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Curry against Parker. Off the pick. The turnaround Jay. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 4 assists now tonight.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look. Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Parker against Thompson. It's Parker with the drive. And the wide open shot from Green. Misses the 3.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him.
Curry outside. San Antonio with the rebound. Outside Aldridge. Plenty of space. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 5 assists tonight. And Curry, here we go. Off his foot, and it's being called a kickball. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Pass to Barnes. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Green up on top. Just 5 on the clock. Again, Curry missing. Spurs trail by 8. In the corner, it's Aldridge. Barnes grabs the miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
It's Curry with the drive. Passes it to Bogut. Offensive rebound. Green. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Green. 8 rebounds, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be. You know, another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. And there's the pass to Thompson. Bogut with a clean look, and it's in after this one's off the right side.
He had his head on the slip and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some difference of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you, because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Ginobili kicks to Parker. Feeds it to Aldridge. Great D that time from Green. And off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Kicks to Curry. 3-pointer. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists in the game.
That gives him his second 3 of the half, 3 total for the game.
It's Parker with the drive. He's off from 17 feet. Got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the 4th quarter. They're 7 of 12.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Curry with the 3. The shot no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And Ginobili now top of the key. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Thompson.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
Puts one up from 19, and the jumper is on the mark.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
The dish now to Barnes. Parker with the steal.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hand.
That doesn't go either by Ginobili. From deep, off target with that shot. And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And now let's...
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were all over the place tonight, getting it done for your team. How do you prepare for this next game?
It's tough, but, you know, for me, I got fresh young legs, not playing heavy minutes, so I'm excited. And they got us in their place, but, you know, we're looking for redemption.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now, the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time, Stephen Curry. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves this star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous. He feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting.
Trời, bù với 8 thì bao.
Shit poppin', man. Leon Payne, my G. Simple, you dip low, your hips roll, you do the calypso. An intro is all that I need. Oh, yeah. Y empiezo primero, tú sabes lo que me refiero. Tercero, sabes que estoy para ti. Oh, I just wanted to get some relief.
Milwaukee, làm gì đó đi. Milwaukee, đi, làm gì đó đi. Đây cắt nè. Điêu là đi lắp ở nhà, điêu lắp được không? Tháng 2 trận ở đây. Đúng bạn. Ồ, manga soul rồi.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. It's 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Mark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with George Burton on our sideline. For the Grizzlies, their last game, a win against the Mavericks in Dallas. And that result, guys, was a real shock. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
Guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Harrison Barnes is out there with Seth Curry. And it's Thompson. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Bogut in at center. Guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent. Here's Conley, and he uses the glass on the way.
Defensively, that possession better not start as Randy because they just handed him to him.
Outside Curry. Green kicks to Curry. Pass to Barnes. Pocket 6. Back to Curry. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points.
And he gets it to go. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Free with a screen for Conley. They double team Conley. Here's Gasol, and he banks in the layup.
And Thompson making all 9 of his three-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record, the most three-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserves.
And here's Barnes for 3. Conley grabs the miss.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Stokes can't get it to go. Gone 0-2 from deep here. Right side Curry. All alone. That's good. Curry's got his first 2 points of the night.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I had a chance to catch up with Dave Yeager. He talked about the impact of opposing big man Andrew Bogut, saying there just aren't that many 7-footers with his kind of game. A great interior defender first and foremost. We can't get tunnel vision when we attack the rim. He's got size and strength, and we can't allow him to bully us for offensive rebounds. Let's see if they can keep Bogut from having a big game, guys.
Thanks again, Doris.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Allen against Barnes. Green, the screen, off the pick. Conley's shot is off.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Now here's Conley after the miss from Stephen Curry. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Courtney Lee checked in for Tony Allen.
First team foul.
Lee dishes to Green. Picked away. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself. Finishes the break with a slam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Now here's Gasol. He had 28 points in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple of blocks in that game. He just an all-around great effort.
Some changes for Memphis. Righty's checked in for Gasol. Barnes comes in for Jarnell Stokes. And Tudrick in for Mike Conley. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Here's Tudrick. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Right with a discriminated out. 6 to shoot. Right at the free throw line. Tudrick can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The dish to Livingston. Back to Barbosa. Space, the pass to Livingston. Here's Barbosa. Brings it from 9 feet away.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Now Udrih. Lee outside. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. Lee's got himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Livingston. And a foul call on the shot. Got him all the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been absolute rising star after being taken part 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
And a wide open look for Lee. Misses off the right iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Green kicks to Livingston. Shoots it up. And Wright pulls it down.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. And each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. And it's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great. Young point guard.
7-second difference, shot game clock. 4-on-3 break. Against the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense is determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Here's Iguodala. There's the feed to Livingston. And stolen by Rice. So at the end of one quarter of play, the Warriors, they're up by 2. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses, but you talk to the point.
We're a team.
One big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing.
Back and maybe they can be just as good as anybody else, but until they are, they're going to have some issues.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives doing. Really good work in defense, man.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. We got Bogut. Maurice Spates out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in the point guard. Allen against Barbosa. Allen outside. Feeds to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure. And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Memphis trailing here.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Front past the arc. They get it back. Stokes. And another shot. That one goes. Count. Stokes has got his first points of the night.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Barnes against Thompson. From deep three-point range. Beyond the arc and then some. Thompson's got 5 now. And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming consistent with the Grizzlies. And really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that this team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
Yes, this is the ladies checked in for Andrew. And Gasol gets it to go.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Passes to come. Thompson with the rebound.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Nobody near Barnes. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
There's the master out. And that one falls off Conley's feet. Allen's got his first points of the game.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now. Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And that one's good at Barnes.
has become one of the league's most proficient post scorers. I mean, how about the footwork on that low block? He is a load down low.
Back to Thompson. From deep three-point range, shot is no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. The last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Yeah, it was really simple. I mean, you look at the numbers, they did a better job of knocking down the free throws.
Here's Stokes. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Carmen. First in assists. And he pressures the ball and forces turnovers at a rate that's remarkable. How about second in the league in steals per game?
And I think we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. I mean, he maximizes every possession and just shreds defenses.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brandon Wright's checked in for Stokes. Green comes in for Barnes. And it's Lee in for Tony Allen. Pass to Curry. He squares up and sinks it.
Good ball move. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Conley kicks to Wright. This all screen. The officials call a traveling violation. And let's take this moment to check out the